good morning everybody and welcome to my yoga class this morning. Nice to be with you guys. So bring yourself to the center of your mat. Just gently roll those shoulders back because you just feel your feet. Feel the connection of your feet into your mat. Feel the touch. How does your feet feel on your mat? And feel that grounding into the earth beneath you. Take a breath in and exhale. Take a breath in, exhale. Breath in, exhale. This time, take a breath in, bend the knees, and just come forward down to where you feel comfortable. Take a halfway lift with an inhale, exhale, forward fold. Let's do that a few times. So inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. One more time. Exhale. Push through the feet, bend the knees a bit more as you inhale and reach yourself back up and down. Take a breath in. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, pushing up. You feel that space around you. And again, breath in. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up, exhale and hold. Let's take a breath in. Extend those arms up, palms facing in, bend the knees, take the hips back and just come down into a chair. Reaching up with those arms. If you want to, you can hold hands here and pushing up. And then release and bring it down. Take that again, breath in and sit back into chair. So whatever position you want your hands, keep your eyes focused forward, lifting up as high as you feel comfortable. And then push through the feet. Inhale, come back up and bring it down. So extending that on now into a revolved chair. So bring your palms in, thumbs to your heart center, take your right shoulder back and push your elbow to the outside of your thigh here and push your hands together and look up if you can. Otherwise just look forward or down to the floor and just release the hands, release back to center, come up, bring it down. And then inhale, exhale as we stand in mountain pose, Tadasana. Just feel your body, feel your breath. Take a breath in. Exhale, interlace fingers behind, soften the knees, push the arms down and back behind, and then lean forward. Push back up. Okay, now take the feet wide, nice wide position, push down and lift the arms as you hinge from the hips and come forward. So in a nice wide seal pose position now, crown of the head towards the floor, lifting the hips, dropping the heels beneath you, nice big opening for the backs of the legs. Relax it down. Just feel the knees soften a little bit as the hamstrings lengthen a little deeper. Belly center in and then release, bend the knees to come up if you need to. Otherwise just come up into with straight legs. Feet back in, take a breath in and chair. So come into chair pose. So we're going to try and hold this a little bit more now. So drive the weight back through the heels, hips back, feel the work in the thighs here. So a nice strength exercise for the legs. Have a sense of drawing your shoulder blades in toward the spine, down towards the hips, and then pushing back up, release it down. So we're going to go into that revolved chair pose on the other side. So take a breath in, exhale, bring those palms down, and then take your left shoulder back, right elbow to the outside of your left leg, thigh, and then push the hands together so you get a little bit more opening of the thoracic spine here. Looking up if you can, or look forward or down to the floor. Have a sense of pulling the thigh bones apart, and then release, and coming up as we stand in mountain pose. Ground your feet, close your eyes if you wish, focus on your breath. So let's take the feet wide, so we know how to do this wide leg seal pose now. So let's take those arms up and open, interlace, push down, ground through your feet. If you can, keep the legs straight, but if not, bend the knees. Push down, raise the arms as the hips hinge forwards. So a nice big opening, lifting the hips up, pushing the heels down. You can lift your toes a little bit, get a little bit deeper stretch. Focus on those shoulder blades coming in, so creating space between ears and shoulders. Lovely big opening for the backs of the legs, deepening the breath. So breathing out through the back of the throat. And then lifting, engaging the core, pushing from your core, using the back muscles to come all the way up. And roll the shoulders back and bring your feet in. Take a breath in and exhale. So we're going to do a few rounds of sun salutation now. So I'm going to turn sideways. You can turn sideways or front on, whatever you feel comfortable with. So coming to the top of your mat, let's take a breath in, lean back into extension, and then exhale as we hinge forward. So you can bend the knees as much as you want, or keep them as straight as you want. Let's take a breath in, step back, retain the breath, and step back into plank. Okay, so exhale, drop your knees as we come into 8-point pose. So chin is down, hips are up, and then come forward as you inhale into cobra. Exhale, push up through the knees and up into down dog. Good. So just lift that right leg behind you and just bring it forward to the front of your mat, and then step yourself in. Relax down, take a breath in and reach all the way up and bring it down. Take a breath in, into that back bend, exhale. So try to work one breath, one movement. Inhale, step back with the left leg, retain the breath as you step back into plank. Drop the knees, drop down into 8-point pose with your exhale, and then inhale into cobra. Exhale, toes under, push up into down dog. Lifting the hips, pressing the heels down. And then lift your left leg up, and then bring it forward to the front of your mat. Step it in and rest. Take a breath in and bring it down. Let's repeat that now. Lift, so working one breath, one movement. Exhale. Inhale, right leg back. Retain the breath, left leg back. So those who want to can go straight into the crocodile, or you can stay with the 8-point pose and come up into cobra or upward dog. Come back into down dog. Right leg up, scoot it forwards, front of your mat, step it in, and exhale. Bring it down. So repeating that with the left leg now. So back, exhale. We feel the lengthening to the backs of the legs. Inhale, step back with the left leg. Retain the breath as you step back into plank. And then exhale down. 8-point pose or full crocodile, chaturanga. Pushing up and hold. Left leg back. And just scoot it forwards. Use your hand to bring the foot forward if you need to, and then step it in. Take a breath in, flat back lift, and bring it down. So we're going to do that again on the right side. So try to increase the range of motion all the time here. Stepping back, retaining the breath. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale up, exhale forwards and step. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale back. Retain the breath. Exhale. And up. Release. So I'm just going to hold this down dog a little bit now. So walk your dog a little bit. Good. And then just ground down through the base of your fingers. Lift the hips, press the heels down as much as you can. Get a nice lengthening, draw the shoulder blades in and down. Opening out through the chest. Releasing. Nice big opening here. Good. And then from here, left leg comes up. Scooting it forwards, step it in, and inhale up. And bring it down. So come into stand in mountain pose now. Just feel the hands, feel your feet. Notice your breath, notice how you feel. Good. So let's go into a warrior flow series now. So stepping wide, so nice big wide position where you feel comfortable. You feel a light stretch on your inner thighs here. So let's take those arms out and then turn your back foot in and your left foot out. So line up your heel. You can either line up your heels if you need a little bit more. You can line up, a little bit less, sorry. You can line up with the arch of your foot. Okay, so from here, so let's just bend. So keep that front knee in line with your heel. Keep the weight evenly distributed through both feet. Drop your back arm, turn your front arm up as we come into reverse warrior. And then release back out. So looking along the line of your middle finger, press down a little deeper, come up into reverse warrior and down. So a nice flow from one pose to the other, pushing through the front foot, leaning back opening up through front body, release it down, and one more time back. Good, and then bring it center. Stay wide as we go into intense leg stretch now. So we're going to add a twist to the right here as well. So come down into intense leg stretch. You can use your blocks here if you wish to get a nice flat back, drive the hips back. And then just walk yourself over. So take your right shoulder back, left hand towards the ankle, other hand behind you here, and just opening out with that right shoulder moving back, sitting back into your hips, grounding both feet, having a sense of pulling your thigh bones apart. Slight engagement on your core, and then release it down, coming up, and then just walk your feet in a little bit, turned toed out position, and sit down. So you can use a block here if you wish to sit on as we go into goddess pose. If you don't need a block, that's fine, but what we want to do is to tuck your tailbone under so we get a really nice stretch. Just rock side to side. Good. Feel that, and then just rest and settle. So a nice big opening. So I'm using my arms to push my thighs open a little bit more, pressing my hands together. Good. So we're going to repeat that again on the other side now. So hands down if you need to, push up, bring your feet wide, and then lift up as we do warrior on the other side. So turn your left foot slightly in now, your right foot turns out, we come into this warrior position. So look along the line of your middle finger, your hips stay forward here. Ground the back foot, make sure that front knee as you go down stays in line with the heel or with the midfoot. So lengthen out, have a sense of your back arm pulling you back, your front arm pulling you forward. Nice engagement of your core. Okay, so pushing up, back hand to your thigh, reaching up into reverse warrior. Still keeping a bend in that front knee. Release it down, deepen into your warrior. Move your back foot away a little bit more if you need to, and then push and reach. And again. So feel the strength in your legs here. Feel that work. And again. Pressing down, looking for a little bit more space. Coming back again. One more time. Good. And then release. Bring it forwards. So intense leg stretch. Lifting up, shoulders back and down. Engage the core slightly. And then lift up, out of the hips and forward. Drive the hips back, hands down. Just hold in this intense leg stretch pose. Move any hips and do any hip movement you feel you need. And then take yourself over to the left side. So take your left hand behind, bring your right hand to your ankle. Both feet are facing forward here now. So really pulling yourself in and twisting that left shoulder back so you get a really nice stretch here. And then releasing it down. So go to walk those feet in again. Bring yourself down into your goddess pose. Okay. So you can use your block to sit on, some cushions to sit on. Palms together. Push the palms together to open out through the inner thighs. Make any movements, any adjustments you need. Try to sit up tall. Tuck your tailbone under. So keep your back up nice and straight. Good. And it doesn't matter if you can't get down here. You just sit on something and just get in that position. And over time, you'll be able to get down as you open. So from here, we're just going to come into a down dog. So I'm going to turn myself sideways. So you just step back, come into your down dog position, and just hold that position now as we lengthen, lifting the hips, chest down, between the arms, and then release down to your knees, open the knees, and then sit back into a child's pose. So lengthen fingertips out. So we can do a nice movement here by pressing the right shoulder down, then the left shoulder down. Grounding down through your hips onto your heels. Make any adjustments you feel you need. So we get real nice stretch through the upper body here on the back and under the arms. And a nice big stretch for the inner thighs, a little deeper, relaxing into that. And then hold. And just let it all rest there now. So if you want a more of a restorative pose now, then you can just bring your arms around, rest on your thighs, hold your feet, and just relax down. So make sure your third eye, which is between your eyebrows, is resting here. And you feel comfortable in your throat. And just relax here, just let everything go. And just have an awareness of the aliveness in your body. Deepen your breath. And then bring your arms forward again. As we now come on to sleeping swan position. So bring your, see if I can do it to the front here. So bring your right leg forwards where you feel comfortable, and then just slide your back leg away. So I'm inching my back leg away with my feet, and I'm just going to be up in this position here. So if I do it sideways, you might be able to see what I'm doing a little bit better. So I've just got my heel resting on my hip here, my back leg is out, and we bring that down. You can either stay here and feel that stretch on this outer area here, or we can just come down, relax it down into a sleeping swan. And really feel that opening of that right lateral hip there. So we hold a lot of tension. We hold a lot of our emotions in our hips. And if we don't release them, we can end up with some what we call mechanical lower back pain from the stiffness that we hold there. So breathe into the areas of tension that you feel. And then slowly start to bring yourself up. So up onto your hands, lift your back foot. So you're resting on the ball of the foot. Lift up and bring that front leg back as we go back into a down dog. So grounding the heels, lifting the hips, and then we repeat that swan on the other side. So bring your left leg forwards and inch your back leg away so it's straight. So it doesn't matter what position you have your front leg in, it's got to be a position that's comfortable for you. So just resting it down there now. When you feel that comfortable position, rock side to side, find the sweet spot of the stretch. You may feel a nice stretch on the front here, but we're predominantly doing this outer side here on the front leg. So when you feel able to, come down into your sleeping swan and just relax it down. So you can have your foot flat, you can have your toes under, whatever is comfortable for you. And make sure that your hips are resting inside the inner thigh here. So you may need to move your knee towards the outer edge of your mat to allow your hips to rest down so you keep them nice and square. Deepen the breath, relax the whole body. As you relax here, just feel the tissues release. And then just slowly start to make your way back up. And we we're going to come to a seated position. So I'm just going to get my cushion in a minute. So have a cushion, pillows, block, whatever you want to sit on, just to give yourself a nice little position here. So we can do butterfly, we can do sukhasana, whatever you feel comfortable doing. So I'm going to do a butterfly. So pull the flesh out from behind you, and we're just going to do a nice flow. So raise the right arm and lift up, bend in the left elbow and release. Other side, reaching up and down. So feel that lift of the fingertips, down the arm to the side body, up and over, and release. Just gently flowing one side to the other, lengthening and back, looking for a little bit more space all the time, and release. So from here we're going to come onto our back in a reclined position. So you can move your cushion away as we do a nice reclined windscreen wiper now. So have your feet to the edges of your mat, lift your back and create that space, and then just let the knees drop to the right, back to centre, and drop to the left. So we're taking the hips into internal and external rotation simultaneously, and nice relaxing position for the lower back here. So if you do have any tightness in your back, this is a lovely pose to do, just to loosen out that tension. So working with breath, relaxing through the body. Let your hands gently relax down, fingers gently curl inwards, and then bring it back to your center. So we're coming into our Shavasana now, just for a few minutes today. So extend the feet out wide into a star shape, arms by your side, and just find a comfortable position, and just relax and allow your eyes to close. So just feel your toes as they soften, feel your ankles soften, your knees and your hips, and just notice the sensation of the touch of your heels into your mat, sense of letting go. Feel the calf muscles, the backs of your thighs, feel your tailbone and your back of your hip muscles, your buttock muscles. Feel the soft curling in of your fingers, the resting and softening of your wrists, your forearms, your elbows, the backs of your upper arms and your shoulders. Feel your shoulder blades, the back of your heart center, the back of your head. And just allow yourself this wonderful time to relax and savor the elements of your practice today. Have a sense of calm, sense of peace, a sense of well-being to take you into the rest of your day. So just start to deepen your breath now, and with that deeper breath, just bring small movements to fingers and toes, small circles to wrists and ankles in both directions, as you take small movements to head and neck, side to side. Bring your feet in, bring your arms in, take a breath in, reach those arms up and over, and then draw the legs in one at a time, gently rock side to side. roll over onto your right side. And when you're ready, just allow yourself to come up into a nice, comfortable, seated position. As we close our practice now, so sitting wherever you feel comfortable, pull the flesh out from behind you, feel your sit bones. Just let your hands rest over your knees, your thighs, and just close your eyes and just take a moment to scan your body, how it feels. How does your mind feel? What's your mood now? And how is your breath? And hopefully you're feeling a nice, calm, relaxed sensations in your body. Feeling inner courage and strength from your practice today to deal with whatever comes your way the rest of today and the rest of the week. Bring your palms together, thumbs into your heart center. As we collectively give thanks for the time we've allowed ourselves today, bring your thumbs to your third eye. And I thank you for joining me. Namaste. So well done, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I do really appreciate it. So enjoy the rest of your week, the rest of your day. Stay safe, and I look forward to sharing my practice with you next week. Thank you very much. Namaste.